Hello there, everybody. This is Joe Kushtaria, and welcome to the 10th episode of the Crossover Battles. So, we're taking a look at the most significant monsters from horrific entire characters that could destroy the other world. And both of these characters are very hugeable giant like titans or something. And let's just take a one over the shape. And we have from the Trevor Henderson's one of the odd monsters is Siren Head versus the H.P. Lovecraft, one of the 1928 is Cthulhu. So starting off is the Siren Head that was illustrated by Canadian horror artist is Trevor Henderson. Siren Head is basically who is sometimes called Lambhead, but many of his names were not very much the same. It was actually made by many other names as a hostile cryptid in urban legend. In that was very huge, giant, tall, and one of the scariest. And Vibbit somehow that he is very huge person guy, and here's what exactly is. Siren Head is a 40-foot tall humanoid creature with a heavily emaciated near-skeletal frame covered in dry, mummified flesh color of rusty metal. Its limbs are disproportionately long and thin, with its arms as long as its legs ending in huge bony hands, where its head and neck would be instead a thin metal pole with a pair of acoustic sirens attached to it, and hence the name stretches up from between its shoulders, and with its black wires soiling around the pole and connecting the sirens to upper torso. These speakers are only middle part of the body fused to the neck by trembling of its skin, and capable of swiveling completely around similar to the head of an owl. Some images depict Siren Head speakers bearing toothy, lipless jaws and long reticable tongues. Some of the photographs depict Siren Head having a multiple sirens or having a street lamp in place of its head. Both of these imply that Siren Head either has the ability to change its appearances to better blend with its surroundings, or that top species or Siren Heads exist, which, as confirmed by Trevor, are now deceased. Through its name, Siren Head speakers can play various types of the loud noises, typically air raid sirens, the grappled music or emergency broadcast, though it can also mimic animal noises and voices from the people it has heard, usually to lure human victims. Trevor Henderson also goes to explain that Siren Head might be packed up with a loose, cassette tape and tape recorder incorporated in its body. This may be the explanation of how Siren Head captures the sound of the victims and surrounding the sounds which Siren Head replays as a bait. Although some fan theories state that Siren Head sirens or lamps were artificially attached to its body rather than being a natural part of its anatomy. From April 25, 2020, Henderson released a statement on Twitter explaining that Siren Head isn't a man-made creature, that Siren Head has the ability to imitate the various human technologies to blend in. Trevor Henderson also explained that although Siren Head is a physical entity, its appearances varies, which each witness. Individuals see Siren Head slightly differently, although the anatomy is always generally similar, being a thin, skeletal figure with the different types and numbers of the heads. Cthulhu, first created in 1928 by H.P. Lovecraft, that was made from early for that in 1928 of Call of Cthulhu for the book story. Cthulhu was a most physical creature that possesses its most any body parts, such as the human-like body, the octopus-like head, and dragon-like wings. He is one of the great old ones in old race of deities that are comparable to the cosmic beings and the archdemons in other works of fantasy. Cthulhu is famously known for his grotesque appearances of gigantic size, as well as his ability to drive any human that gazes upon his form to insanity. While he is not the most powerful of the Lovecraft's creation, dwarfed by outer gods like Yog-Sothoth, Nyarlathotep, and Azathoth, he is easily most famous, and his name has become associated with the evil and Lovecraftian horror that ever since the creature was first brought to the public attention in the 1920s. Cthulhu was born on the planet World, located in the 23rd Nebula. He traveled to the star of the Zolf, where he spawned his offspring, along with his children, and the star spawn of Cthulhu. These creatures traveled to Saturn and then to Earth. They landed on a continent in the Pacific Ocean and built a city named R'lyeh. Cthulhu received resistance from the Elder Things, who also live on the planet. They waged war for the planet Earth until truce was made. Cthulhu then went into a deep hibernation within the R'lyeh. Humanity then evolved, and Cthulhu communicated with several through dreams, resulting in Cult of Cthulhu, disaster that struck the R'lyeh, sinking it into the ocean. R'lyeh has risen from the ocean for the brief months of time. However, it is fated that R'lyeh will rise from the ocean permanently, and Cthulhu will retake the world. In most of the stories, Cthulhu lays dormant deep under the ocean within the sunken city of R'lyeh, but can still influence the world via many telepathic powers, and of course, his many cults and otherworld dry minions. It is said that once Cthulhu is fully awakened, he shall rise from the depths and enter the world. Thankfully for humanity, Cthulhu has not yet to do so. However, he came close to the 1920s when a group of sailors came across his sunken city of R'lyeh, which had been brought to the surface by the alignment of the stars. So now the battle is about to go up between them and other few minutes, and the winner is going to be Cthulhu. Cthulhu is much very bigger and strong creature, and any powers that he can possess: the immortality, immense size, vast strength, 9 omniscience, flight, vast dark powers, magic, oneirokinesis, physical abilities, telepathy, madness, inducement, plasma manipulation, ability to create in command of the star, spawn, shape-shifting, isokinesis, and demonokinesis. While Siren's abilities could also possess about stalking the tactics, audiokinesis, tremendous strength, high speed, stealth, shape-shifting, deception, voice mimicry, intelligence, perception, manipulation, biokinesis, corruption, dimensional travel, and immense size. Although it's not particular for Siren Head, could possess 2 other powers that could use its physical roar like the airhead Siren, while Cthulhu's could make its very loudest roar to end anyone else, and that would bring everyone else to sacrifice. And Cthulhu is much other could destroy the other cities that will always appear for the author H.P. Lovecraft's of the Call of Cthulhu every day. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy for the next video. Please don't forget to click the bell notification on, and don't forget to click the bell. Sorry for that. Okay, so, and don't forget to like and comment, and thank you for much for the little bit. Yes, I know about this, but CBB is waiting for me to create this Lenny Tobby's SMR. So thank you guys about this, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Crossover Battles. And April Fools!